Have you ever wondered why certain people make you feel absolutely amazing after you're done hanging out with them, and others make you feel completely drained, like you need to go take a nap? Well, I'm going to tell you today why I keep my circle very small and why I think you should too. So, I know you've heard the saying that you're the average of the five people you surround yourself most. And I don't just mean money. I mean, if you're around four smokers, you're going to be the fifth. Four drinkers, you're the fifth. Four unmotivated, lazy people, you're the fifth. Well, it's actually a lot worse than that. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Cody Sanchez podcasts, and she talked a lot about keeping her circle small. And I was really motivated to share some of her message with you and how I relate it to my life. So, it's not just that you're the average. If you are the richest in your friend group, the most intelligent, the person who's working out the hardest, the person who's working the hardest, you're not just going to become the average of those people. Those people are here, and the only way you can get to the level of the people who are very, very low down is to actually come down to their level so that you guys can be equals. It's very difficult for someone to actually raise up to your level. So, in order to be around certain people, sometimes you have to feel like you're shrinking yourself or you're being less or like you're too much. Your career is too much. Your ambitions are too much. Your goals are too much. And whenever you feel that way around someone, you really need to step away from them. So, one thing that I've really done in my life here recently is I've began to keep my circle really small. And if that means cutting someone out of my life, I'm okay with doing that. And it's something that has been difficult for me because I care about people a lot. I still mentor people, but I don't consider those friendships in the way that I used to. My goal right now is to be the dumbest person in my friend group, to be the least fit person in my exercise group, to be the poorest person in my neighborhood, to have the smallest house in my neighborhood. And the reason I want to be that is so that I can surround myself with people who I can attempt to rise up to their level. I think this is where some people get really triggered because what I'm asking you to do is maybe cut ties with someone who you love, who you care about, who's been in your life forever, but who really isn't on your level, who every time you hang out with them, they make you feel exhausted. They make you feel like you need a nap. Maybe you feel a little sad. Maybe you feel negative. Maybe you're overthinking. Maybe they need too much from you, but they don't give anything in return. It's time to let them go. I only want to be around people who energize me, who make me want to do more, who make me feel inspired after I finish talking to them. So let's talk about how we can recognize each one of these people in these groups. So let's think about people who tend to make you feel down when you talk to them. These are the people who are focusing on the past, who can't get over maybe a fight they had with their parents 10 years ago, or they can't move on from a job they lost 5 years ago, or still feel bitter and just can't get past it. And it's all they talk about. They bring up things that happened last week. They continuously talk about the negative things in their life. That's a no for me. I also don't like people who tend to put down or talk about other people. Like if they're constantly insulting people, talking negatively about people, maybe it's that they're trying to make themselves feel better. Maybe that it's triggered by that, they're triggered by that person's success. But really successful people don't talk about other people unless they're dropping their name in a room full of opportunities, right? So the only reason we're going to talk about someone is we're going to talk about someone to uplift them and to give them opportunities. The last thing I don't love is people who always have a reason why things aren't going right in their life. So they can never take responsibility. The yeah, but people. So you make a solution and they say, yeah, but I can't do that because of this. I can't do that because I don't have a college degree. I can't do that because my parents raised me this way. I don't want to be a yeah, but person unless it's, yeah, but I know I can because of this. Yeah, but I think I can overcome that. So Really watch for that. Recognize those people that are making you feel down. Look for those people who are constantly helping you find solutions, trying to encourage you, trying to support you, and want to give to you as much as you give to them. So, whenever you're communicating with them, you have a give and take. You feel like you walk away with just as much as you've given, but you also feel inspired to help them in their life as well. Those are the people I want to surround myself with. I'm getting better at it. I do have people I love that maybe I need to spend less time with, and I'm still struggling with that. But now is when I really have to focus on my goals. My time is very important and it's very limited. So, in order for me to justify giving you my time, I have to feel like I'm getting something out of it too. And that might just be that when I'm talking to someone, when I'm mentoring someone, they're excited and I know they're going to go out there and do amazing things. That inspires me. I'm not saying that they need to be more successful than me. I mean, I love hanging out with people who are more successful than me. What I'm saying is, I have to walk away feeling excited and inspired and uplifted and like I'm just ready to go out there and take on the world. So lately, I've been really thinking about my feelings when I leave a conversation. Do I feel better or do I feel worse? Do I feel inspired or do I feel kind of like I'm worried that I'm not doing enough, or now I'm thinking about problems in my life, or I just can't get past something that somebody said to me? And if it's the latter, I'm probably not going to give that person a lot of my time anymore. And I really want you to think about this not just from a money. It's very easy to say, I want to be the poorest person in my group. I want to be around successful business owners. But this is also in my life in fitness. My group of friends in the gym, most of them are doing more than I am. They're entering professional bodybuilding competitions. They're following meal plans. They're getting up at 4 a.m. to do cardio. And while I'm not at that level yet, I strive to create those habits in my life. I strive to be like that. So whenever I choose the group I work out with, I choose people who I'm impressed by, who I look up to, who I want to adopt their healthy habits. For example, one of my friends in the gym, Kendall, this morning, we were talking yesterday about healthy nutrition, and I'm really horrible about eating breakfast before I go to the gym. And I do really heavy lifting. So, not fueling my body is not the right thing. However, it's just what I've always done. So, Kendall this morning brought me oatmeal before our workout. So, when I got there, she handed me a Tupperware full of oatmeal. She even brought me a spoon. She was like, okay, eat breakfast. And so, not only did she inspire me to eat breakfast and give me a recipe, she actually brought it. So, I had no excuse but to do it. And guess what? I did it and I felt better today. Those are the kind of people I want to be around. And now I feel inspired to help Kendall any way that I can because I feel like she's done something for me. I feel like she has my best intentions at heart. And so I want to offer the same support to her. Those are the kind of people I want to surround myself with. Right. And I feel that way also. I think about people who are just uplifting, people who always have something positive to say about someone else, people who are always telling fun stories or making me laugh or just bringing joy into my life. So, the people you go to dinner with and you sit there and you just laugh and you feel happy and you feel excited and you go home and your heart feels full. I want those people in my life. I say all this to ask you to evaluate those relationships in your life. If you're feeling triggered right now, if you're a little bit mad at me right now for telling you to cut people out of your life, maybe it's a really good opportunity for you to evaluate your relationships and see why this is making you triggered. Maybe there is someone in your life who is not the best for your goals. Who is that person? Can you help them? And that's a tough one because sometimes helping them means that you're taking away from you. But if they're really, I mean, if this is a sibling, if this is a parent, maybe this is something where you can help them to recognize their negative tendencies. Now, if this is somebody who maybe has really dangerous habits like addiction or illegal habits, this might be something where, as much as you love them, you just have to let them go until they're ready to get to a place where they're a person that deserves to be in your life. So, thanks for listening to this. It's just something I've really been thinking about in my life, and I really encourage you to think about in your life as well. See who fits and who doesn't, and really try to realize that, like I said, it's not just that you're the average, it's that anybody in your life who is at a really low level is going to bring you down to their level, or you're going to have to fight to keep your head above water when they're pulling you under the water, right? You guys subscribe, hit the like button. I love having glam chats with you. I love getting on here and chatting a little bit. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I always look forward to hearing your opinion on this. Talk to you soon. Bye guys.